Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know you guys have been waiting for this update. When I tell you guys, every other message in my DMs was about an update for Mounjaro. Y'all are not letting up on me at all, at all. But I'm not gonna hold you. I did tell you guys I was gonna come back with like a 3-month update, and we're going on 5 months now. Today is Halloween, so tomorrow's the first day of November, and yeah, that would make 5 months of me being on Mounjaro. So I am overdue. I'm so sorry, you guys. Life has been lifing. But anyways, let's get into the video. So I got me a little drinky drink here. I'm gonna answer your questions. Starting with the first question people were asking me was, did I change my dose at all? For the past 5 months, I've stayed on the same 2.5. I hope you can see that. The same 2.5 injection. I have not gone up at all. That was a big question for people. Have you gone up? Nope, I've stayed on 2.5. I was being monitored by my doctor for the past couple of months. So every 3 weeks, I'd go back to my doctor's office and we do my measurements and we take my weight and just talk about how I was feeling. We also went over my labs. So I did take labs throughout the past couple of months just to make sure that my anemia, which I am anemic, hadn't gotten any worse. And also just to check my levels to see if they were, going the way that they should be on this drug. And since everything was working out the way that it needed to, my doctor didn't see the reason to put me up another level on the medications. One other thing I want to speak about when it comes to the drug is the difficulty in getting it. So as everybody knows, right now, the hot drugs to take because of celebrity culture are Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro. And because it's like a trendy thing to take right now, it's very difficult for people who actually need it to get their hands on the drug. There's a shortage of the drug nationwide, no matter where you go. So people were asking me, was it difficult for me to get the drug? And yeah, it was. Thankfully, my doctor was giving me a lot of resources of different pharmacies that I was able to contact to be able to get my weekly dose. Mounjaro comes in a box of 4, so it lasts me the entire month, but by the end of the month, I have to go out again and get my prescription. So it could be very difficult. It is very stressful, but my doctor has been really, really helpful. So just make sure that you're having those conversations. If you're thinking about starting Mounjaro or any other drug like this, have those conversations with your doctor about concerns about being able to find and receive the drug, just to see if your doctor will aid you in, finding it and being able to receive it in a timely fashion, because time is everything with this to see results. Okay, so this question, I'm gonna take a drink. Side effects. Y'all, okay, so there's a bunch of different side effects that can come with this drug. Some people experience nausea, some people experience diarrhea, some people experience constipation. I have experienced constipation on this. I'm keeping it real, y'all. I've experienced some serious constipation on this, and I spoke to my doctor as soon as I even realized that was starting. She was just telling me a stool softener is your best friend, so be a little bit regular with the stool softener. Some people even took a laxative, which my doctor didn't really recommend. She did say stool softener was the best option. So maybe like every other day when I was starting after a month of being on the drug, I was taking a stool softener, maybe like every other day or every 3 days, and that did help regulate me. So I did experience constipation, no diarrhea, no nausea, thank goodness, but definitely constipation. And with that constipation came bloating, so I was really concerned that I wasn't losing the weight, but once I went to the bathroom, everything was okay and the bloating was like gone immediately. Now we're gonna get into the questions that I'm sure people really wanna know. How much weight did I lose? Did I change in sizes? What's up? Did it work? I don't know if you can tell, I'm gonna put up some screenshots or screen recordings of how I looked before I even started taking the medication, but I'm gonna put it over here. I don't know if you could tell just from my face alone, my upper body, that I've lost weight, but I've lost weight. And basically, I lost what I gained. So I spoke in my first video that I gained about 20 to 30 pounds, and I basically lost that. So I lost 30 pounds in the past 5 months, and it happened really gradually, which I appreciated because I didn't want a fast weight loss. I didn't want a dramatic weight loss. I just wanted to be back to what I was before I was seeing like this weird increase. My clothing was starting to fit a lot tighter. Now I've actually had to get rid of some of my clothing because my measurements have gone down significantly. So it's not just the number. I tell people all the time, like, don't depend on the number because your measurements sometimes will go down even more so than the weight on the scale, the number on the scale. And that's what I've experienced with my weight loss surgery and what I've also experienced now being on Mounjaro. I've gone from a size 12 in jeans to now wearing a size 8 and even a size 6. And I've never been a single digit in jeans ever in my life. Never ever. I don't even think as like a teenager or like a middle schooler. I feel like in middle school I was at least a size 10. I've never ever been a single digit jean size in my life. And also, I'm just gonna put this aside, my tops, my bust size has gone down. I'm actually wearing the same exact bra that I was wearing in the first video, and I feel like in the first video I made about Mounjaro, I was kind of spilling out of my bra a little bit, like that I could see in my top. This is the same bra and it fits me like 10 times better. My upper body measurements have gone down. My arms, I feel in some tops that have sleeves, they've definitely gone down and it's a lot more comfortable. I've had to buy new jackets for the season because my old jackets are just entirely too big. I'm swimming in them. And I've gone from a size extra large in tops to now a solid medium. Like, I am a medium, and it's been very difficult reminding myself that I'm a medium because I've always been a large, extra large. But ordering clothes online, my last order that I've done just for fall clothing, I did all mediums and everything fit perfectly. Some things I probably even could have sized down in. So that's crazy, but yeah, my measurements more than anything have gone down. I'm also gonna stand up and just show you guys the difference in like what my body is looking like, because right now sitting down, everything is kind of squished. I have a lot of loose skin and you can't really tell, or maybe you can, I don't know, but I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna show you side by side with the first video how my stomach is looking, because that was my main concern. The main thing that I noticed when I started gaining weight was my stomach was expanding, and it was the biggest it had been in a long time. And yeah, so I'm gonna stand up, I'm gonna give you guys like the full go around and just show you what my body is looking like now versus what it looked like 5 months ago. Okay, if you guys hear any noises happening, it's because maintenance is doing some yard work outside, so sorry, nothing I can do about that, ignore them. But I'm gonna show you guys what my body is looking like right now. These jeans are a size 8. This top is a medium. I'm very pleased about that. I noticed one thing that I really noticed. I hope you can see. Let me adjust the camera. One thing that I've noticed are my thighs. My thighs have gotten a lot smaller, significantly smaller. A lot of my pants don't fit very well anymore, including my yoga pants that I wear when I exercise. I've had to buy new yoga pants. And speaking of exercise, that's one thing I forgot to mention. I'm still doing the same thing I've always been doing. 3 days a week, I do workouts from home. I literally just go on YouTube, search Chloe Ting. I loved Chloe Ting workouts, and I do those 3 days a week. They're mainly cardio workouts, and it's done what it needed to do. I mean, that's what I've been doing since 2019 after my weight loss surgery. So exercise is still a big thing for me. Eating food, I mean, I still eat the same way I always eat. Sometimes I go out on the weekends and I treat myself on the weekends, but other than that, I'm not a big eater, I'm not a crazy eater, so it's always been the same thing for me. No sugary beverages. What I have in my fridge right now, sparkling water, Crystal Light, which is the 0-calorie sweetener drinks, and water bottles. That's it. That's what's in my fridge. And maybe the occasional wine or Moscato, but like, that's it. Like, there's nothing crazy about my diet. This is what I'm looking like. Again, I'm gonna bring my pants down, not to be lewd, but in the first video, I had it down where you could see my stomach. I'm always going to have this. This is just loose skin. I was almost 300 pounds at one point in my life, so like that's always gonna be there unless I get a tummy tuck or something, which I don't really care to do. It's the size of my stomach that has changed. So again, I'm gonna put this side by side. It's flat. Like, this is how it was before. My back, I've lost the rolls. It's flat again, it's smooth. But this was my main concern. This was what was bothering me. That's what I noticed when I first gained the weight, was like my stomach was just out there. But yeah, it's gone. I don't know about you, but like for 5 months, I feel great, my clothes fit great, and my health is so much better. So my levels are back to level as of right now, and my anemia actually has gotten better since I've been on Mounjaro. I guess because I'm being more closely monitored, I've been able to make changes in my diet and have my doctor just aid me with that. That's the biggest thing about this. I'm gonna just grab a chair. Biggest thing when it comes to Mounjaro is that it's different for everyone, and you need to be in constant communication with your doctor while you are taking it. So I can tell you it worked for me. Everything is great right now, but it's also thanks to my doctor. And if you're not seeing your doctor and you're not having these conversations, then I don't know how it's gonna go for you. So my biggest tip is stay consistent, keep at it with those doctor's visits. It can be a lot. I mean, there were some weeks when I was just like, oh my God, like I don't even want to go in. Like I feel like I was just there a week ago, which sometimes, yeah, I was just there, but you have to, because I mean, you have to make sure that this is working for you, and you also need to make sure that it's helping to improve your health. That's the point of it. It's not just about the weight loss, it's about your overall health. And if the drug is not doing what it's supposed to do, then maybe your doctor can prescribe you something else, but you're not gonna know that if you're not seeing your doctor regularly. So I always recommend see your doctor, have those conversations, and you're going to be okay. This is my update. It's been 5 months with me on Mounjaro. I don't know if I'm going to do another kind of like in-depth video like this, a sit-down video just talking about Mounjaro, but if I do, it'll probably be like a year from now. But at this point in time, I really am where I want to be on this medication. Maybe I can lose like 10 more pounds, but I'm back to where I started basically, which was the reason why I got onto this drug. When I found out I was insulin resistant, you know, something had to be done about that, or else I was just gonna keep gaining weight. And I found a solution. It's worked for me, and I feel a lot better. So right now I feel really good. If anything is to change, I'll update you guys more than likely on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll leave the link down below. You can always DM me there with your questions. That's where most people DM me, is on Instagram. So, and yes, thank you so much, you guys, for, you know, being engaged and really pushing me to make this update, because I've been slacking. I've really been slacking. But thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.